Alright. Let me figure this out. Pop out chat. Control C. We're gonna get this chat thing right. Refresh? No, not refresh. Apply. Close. Heh. Is there a properties button? There is a properties button. I'm so blind. Alright, now chat is working. This is wonderful. Oh man, that was record time. So speed. Let's see. Will you work today? If I ask you really nicely. Alright. I think you are working. And I have 0 viewers. Wait, let me edit the stream. I forgot to change the tags. Where are the tags? Art. Okay, we're gonna have to get rid of all these tags. Origami. Fold. Paper. Your mom, just kidding. Modular origami. The truest of art. Alright. Old. Alright. We added the old tag. Now we are finished. Alright. Cool. Yes, today will be a weird stream in which I don't know what I'm folding, but I will be folding something. Let's see. Modular origami. I also have to make sure that I don't show up in this stream, because that would be illegal. Now I have to find something. Normally I do my research before doing the origamiing, but this time I am lazy as frick. Do you look cute? You don't look particularly cute. Man, this is loud. Okay, become quiet. Alright, you look quiet enough. You know, these all look kind of lame, not gonna lie. There are definitely pretty modular origami things. Modular origami, pretty. Bro, these are the lamest things. I need something extremely complex, where they give me the instructions. I hate this. The thing about finding origami is that the good ones never have instructions. They gatekeep so hard. Oh, video instructions available from Happy Folding on YouTube. I will not try to pronounce this. Oh god, let's mute this. Alright. What is this? Okay, this actually doesn't look very complicated. Do we have to use glue? I hope we don't. 80K. Alright, it seems somewhat manageable. Okay, I need 30 rectangles with a ratio of 2x5 cut from 3 squares of 4. Oh, this looks painful. I take back all I said. This is gonna be hard as frick. And it's not even gonna be the actual origami that's hard. It'll be the measuring that's hard. This is not okay. Alright. Let's see. But it looks nice. Ugh, the things I do for pretty stuff. What colors should I use? These papers I stole from my school. So I have no guilt about using these. I also have regular papers. Yes. It is very hard to show this to a camera. Yes. What color scheme shall we use? I don't know what my friend likes. Perhaps I will use these 2 colors. And we'll just go like a full purple theme, perhaps? Alright. I need 30 sheets, so is this enough for 30 sheets? I suppose it also depends on how large my sheets are. Maybe we can match it with yellow. Here's the yellow. Does that look good? I'm sure it'll pass. Oh well, I don't know what their favorite color is. I don't think they have a favorite color. The thing I noticed about artists is that they don't have favorite colors. Let's go. Yeah. We're gonna lay these sheets here because I think they look pretty. And they would look very nice. Also, my lamp is extremely dusty. Ignore that. I had to like wipe down my whole setup for this. I hate this dot here. Oh well. Now, to get 30, we'd have to do some measurements. This does not have centimeters. I hate you. I hate the fact that this has no centimeters. This is like so American. How many inches is this? Roughly, I should start from the 0. What am I doing? I forgot all of life. 5 inches-ish. By, 7 inches. Okay, the complex thing is maybe we'll go like, you need a 2x5. Let's see. Now that my iPad can't leak anything, this is wonderful. I've leaked so many, such an unbelievably vast number of things. In the meantime, this looks like a nice decorative piece. And it does not show up on camera. There we go. Yeah, little bit of knickknacks. Wow, it looks so aesthetic now. The only thing that's not aesthetic is this thing. Can I move my setup over a little? And by setup I mean my phone that's like barely alive right now. I don't think we're getting rid of this thing. So we'll just have to deal with it. I'm gonna spend most of my time just like figuring out stuff. Here's a piece of paper. Tear. Alright. Now, I do have a fancy brush pen, but I do not know how to letter. Okay, I just dropped everything. What's this called? Oh god. This is called the Undina Kusu. Oh god. Kusudama? Kusudama. I do not know how to pronounce this, but it's probably Japanese. And I do not know how to pronounce Japanese. Alright. I'm trying to use up my pens, so I'm trying to find which pens I need to use. Here we go. Maria by Maria. Oh god, I already got a little mark on this. Also, no one can see this. I don't know why I'm trying so hard. Oh well. I'll just keep drawing this. There we go. And we'll rely on the power of... Oh, I don't have my tape with me. Oh man, this day is all sorts of scuffed. What to do? Gonna use a rubber band. See, what I want to do is just tape this over here, and then we can like ignore everything. Oh well. Do I have like a tall thing? I have there we go. Aha! Big brain. I'm such humongo brain. Anyway, we need a 2x5 if I saw that correctly. With a ratio of 2x5. So what if we did 1 inch to 1.5 inch? And since this thing is more than 2.5 inches, we can have 7 of these. So 7, that's 14. Yeah, we could totally make it work. Alright, we got this. We're not gonna fail at this. There are too many stuff on this table. Perhaps going for aesthetic was not the right choice. Scoop out of the way. How much can I lean before I get in the camera? I can lean really far. Okay. Well, how low can I lean before I'm in the camera? Very low. This camera does not pick up anything, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Also, I just like twisted my spine. I am now legally dying. Okay, I need to get a pencil. Hold on. What am I making? Here, right here. This thing. Let me pull up a picture of this. Show up. This thing. It is very, pretty. Alright, I need to get a pencil. Hold on a second. Alright. Yes. It is, very interesting. Oh wait, I forgot to change my thumbnail. That would be important. I'm gonna end up doing 0 actual origami. It'll just be figuring out what the frick is going on. Can I change my thumbnail to nothing? Like, there's no remove thumbnail option. Love the Deltarune. This is, I just put a lot of copyright-free music, so, half of it's going to be unrelated, but I do quite like Undertale. This is so hard. Also, I'm pretty sure this camera is so bad that you can't see anything. Oh well. I should have done it on the other side. I'm stupid. Oh man. Okay. Now we're gonna get through this eventually. Alright. Also, how'd you end up finding me? Considering I have like 0 viewers except you. Oh god, this is... try not to move. Okay, good enough. Let me open YouTube. Alright. Got one of your videos and you're recommended? Whoa! Wow, that is cool. YouTube has struck again. For better or for worse. Alright, so now is the part where I'm supposed to be funny, but I haven't really thought that far. I put like, what was my title? Making origami puns, but I don't really know that many. Oh god. That is big brain. How does one end up doing that? That seems like you'd have to put in a lot of work. I remember I made a list of origami puns. Where did they go? My brain is empty. No thoughts had empty. Also, none of this is showing up on camera. Ugh. Yeah. Alright, this is showing up. Where does the camera line begin and where does it end? Alright, I'm going to use my ruler to mark that out. The ruler's getting in the way. This is a terrible idea. You've given up trying to do origami? IDK. Maybe you're doing things that are too complex. I think normally origami people want thinner paper though. Although it's more durable, I'd say. I don't know. I just use like whatever paper I can find. Like this paper, I stole from my school. They were doing like a fold kids for children thing, and I was like, can I fold paper but not for children? And they were like, sure. So I guess I stole from children. Children in need, oh god. Oh well, it is good paper. to be fair, I did already fold a lot of stuff for them, so it is like a tax. Aha. Self-justification. Alright. 2.5 inches. Okay. Oh man, you're carrying the stream, and I am just oblivious. I remember I googled origami puns once because I had to do a presentation for my school. And then like all the jokes were like, why did the company close? Because it folded or something. I have no idea. So that's the quality of the jokes I have. Oh wait, I should have used scissors, man. Alright. Also, I recently learned that you can, what song is this? Oh well. I recently learned that you can sharpen your pencils with like a knife, and that's all I've been doing during the day. So like all these pencils were like knife done, and I think it is very entertaining. Anyway. Okay, I should stop moving. Okay, this stream is gonna end up being 0 origami and all cutting paper. It is certainly one way to sharpen a pencil. Unfortunately, to do so, I have to like set up a whole like corner just dedicated to it because all the shavings fly everywhere. So I have like a box to like put the shavings, and I have like walls all around it. And then I learned that making sharpening pencils is similar to making noodles. If you do the noodles like this way, where you take like a block of like flour dough and you just like go at it. Alright, I don't know what I'm gesturing about. Perhaps I should watch this tutorial to see how to make this thingy. Okay, that is completely unhelpful. What are you wearing? What? Ah, you're just hearing me make noises. Apologies. I could probably make a compilation of all the times I just make random noises. clearly did not get enough sleep last night. My hands are shaking so bad. Becoming old woman. Alright, so, perhaps I should talk about the process of folding this. So basically this line over here is supposed to touch this dot, and this line over here is supposed to touch this line at the crease point or something. That made sense. I spoke words. What song is this? It is Little Nightmares. Little Nightmares is a great game. Did I do this correctly? Oh my god, I love Little Nightmares too! Oh! Wow. Oh, I should show you what I drew last stream. It was a wonderful thing. Let's see. It'll be very scuffed though, as I have to show it on my iPad. And I do not know how to screen share right now. I was doing anatomy practice last stream again. And then the end result was, does this show up? Okay, maybe I should pull out OBS. There we go. Truly delightful. Neck lady. Cause I was drawing from the bottom up, and I got to the top and I got tired. I was like, so what if? But yeah, anyway. I've decided to name her Nicole. Ha ha ha. Get it? Cause, anyway. Expect to see Nicole's, comics soon or something, I don't know. But anyway. Nicole. That is the correct spelling. What the heck is this? Oh. I don't think I folded that right. Oh, I did fold it right. Alright. Can I fold this over, I think? Yes? No? Perhaps? YouTube! Teach me the ways. Okay, I did not do that correctly. Fuck. Yo, do you happen to watch Rambo? Or have you used to watch Rambo? I used to watch a little. That is where I found most of the music I listen to and the video games I like. Do you happen to have a favorite Little Nightmares character? Okay. Time-consuming thing. Doing origami is like self-torture. It is like repetitive, repeatedly doing the same thing over and over again, and eventually your hands hurt when it's like, I've only done half of it. Nicole's mom! Oh god. I was thinking how interesting it would be to actually live like the teacher. Or Nicole. Like cleaning your stuff would be so much easier because you could just like look very high up. I could see a bunch of uses. What other jobs could you do? You could be like tall whenever you wanted to. So like if there's something that you like, you know how there's always like those things where a tall person like speaks in a mic and then the next person's really short and then it's awkward. Wait, did I fold this correctly? But yeah, you could just like extend your neck and then everything will be fine. Okay, I did fold this correctly. Did I? Yes. Or if you're doing chin-ups, you could just like cheat with them and then it's technically correct. There's also a lot of potential for puns. Like, what I wrote something down. Like when you're neck deep in, trouble. Oh god, I feel very awkward saying these jokes. He's like... It is such a unholy thing. Yes, that's the word. Also, I think I heard my brother come back. He will have to walk in on my insanely dumb setup. And very concerning. Like, my phone is like 3/4 off of the side of this thing. And it is being held together by like a bit of tape and a speaker. I wonder if in the... Perhaps that'd be funny. I mean, like, the neck is extendable though, so, you could just retract your neck. That sounds like those, like, retractable leashes for some reason. Or like those retractable measuring tapes. I'd like to imagine that, like, when you get, like, when you cringe super hard, you could just, like, fall backwards with your neck or something. And then it's just, like... I don't know, I'd have to draw that out to, explain that. That's like when your neck falls on the ground or something. I don't know. Words. What other characters are there? I remember I was super into like the Little Nightmares lore. Like I watched a bunch of theory videos. Like there was one theory about like I'm so blind. Like how the Little Nightmares universe was like a video or something. Like, cause there's a bunch of inconsistencies about the timeline. Like some of it is what was it? Like sometimes there are like cigarettes that are still like emitting smoke, which seems to indicate that the place was abandoned recently. But then like all the places are super worn out, so it doesn't really make sense. So there's a theory that like the timeline is just so messed up because each scene is actually like an episode or something. So technically the timeline is whatever the viewer watches. So that's kind of trippy. Yeah, that's true. I think Little Nightmares says a lot about society. I'm just not sure what it says yet. Alright, oh well. I need like a magnifying glass to do this. Let's see. Recently I've been playing a game called Rusty Lake, which I also recommend. Oh no, I folded this off. Oh well. And Rusty Lake is a great game. It is like Little Nightmares, but like not. Oh god, that's such a bad way of describing it. It's like a point and click game, I think, and it has a bunch of puzzles. And it's about like these cubes and memories. And I don't know, the lore is complicated and I understand like 20% of it at max. But it starts with like this game called like Cube Escape. And it's like you follow like the death of this woman called, what was it like? Laura, yes. And then like there's a detective that tries to solve the thing. And then it gets super supernatural and stuff. But yeah, it's fun. Or something. It makes you very like, whoa. I think. Perhaps I will do a let's play. I'll become a video gamer. Oh god, I am so awkward. Anyway, did you know I used... oh god, that'd be very interesting. That is all I can say. I don't know about, good, it'd just be very, I used to try to like make myself less awkward by like taking theater classes. So surprisingly, I took a lot of theater classes as a child, as a wee lad. Like I took improv, and that was just a terrible year actually. Like. Yeah, we played like a game called like, well, I forgot what it was called, but it was about like, it was sort of like concentration, except it's like a 1v1, 1v1-ish, like you try to fight other, you go against other people, and then the winner stays up, so like, what's that kind of style called, like, King of the Hill or something? I don't know. Was it the wrong side? But yes. And then like my improv teacher knew I was bad, so like he always tried to give me like easy stuff to do. Easy prompts. So our prompt was breakfast, and it's like exactly like concentration, so you can't hesitate or say something wrong. And then so like, I was like, alright, breakfast, that's easy. Like there are so many different cereals you could just list, or like ways to make eggs. You could just say like boiled eggs, scrambled eggs, and then poached eggs or something. Maybe sunny side up too. And then like, we got to the thing, and so like, I said like scrambled eggs like I planned. And then the other person said like boiled eggs. And then like I just panicked because that was like the only other egg I like thought of at the time. So I was like roasted and then like I was gonna say like roasted chicken or something, or roasted eggs. Oh man, that was a very awkward time. They're like, you should have just said roasted eggs. I was like, I know, But there's no one in their right mind who would eat roasted eggs. What song is this? I do not know half of the songs in my playlist. Olive Branch. Ah, it's a Lackadaisy song. I quite like Lackadaisy. I think the egg would explode if it were roasted. Ah, that sounds interesting. The thing is, improv is fun when you watch other people do it. Not sure about doing it myself. Maybe if I got good, it'd be different. How did the audition go, though? What role was it? Alright, we're playing this song on repeat until we get tired of it. There we go. I've just doomed us. Oh no, this isn't lined up. Oh, pain. Yeah. Alright. I don't think there's any saving that hold. I'll add to my origami pun list. Crease. Crease has a lot of potential. Like increasing. Oh god, I should just stop. Couldn't make the zombie noises and it's for every roll. Interesting. Lying on the floor, that sounds like a very interesting take. Yes, I did theater in like 7th grade. And I was casted as the cat in the play. Which surprisingly the cat did have lines, and I was shocked. Or, not lines, a single line. The other people who auditioned had been there before his first time. Ah, I see. I mean, if it's your first time, I'd say that's pretty good. Hello! We have 2 concurrent viewers. The line it was in fact MEOWRR. So it's kind of a special line. I had a very important role there. By the way, oh god. We are talking about bad theater experiences. But yes, I did my role so perfectly that like when we were going over the lines, my teacher was like, "Who did that? What noise just came out of that person's mouth?" And I was like, "That was me." And they're like, "Oh my god, I've never been so right about a role before." I was like, "Oh god, is this foreshadow? Am I destined to become a furry or something?" That sounds like a terrible fate. Perhaps computer science was the wrong job, the wrong career choice. Should have been a furry instead. I know. But yeah, I just sat in the corner and then like meowed. So that was great. Anyway. Also, this is the thing I'm making. Credit to the creator or something. I don't know if I need to give credit, but a lot of origami people gatekeep their things, so I figured that I should respect the one that didn't gatekeep. Oh, okay, my credit has been discredited. take CS too. Man, I like all the parts of CS that aren't CS. Like, I like the theory part of it, but not the coding part. Oh god. Oh man. First repeat. Very complicated. Yes, it is. I think, I don't know, a lot of CS roles require like differential equations or like calculus 3 or something, which also isn't very fun. So perhaps I will rethink computer science. What? How did a mark get here? Did my hand do this? Is my hand secretly graphite? Oh god. Perhaps if you draw too much, you have symptoms of becoming what you draw. You just become pencil. Ugh. Alright, was that? Yes, that was the correct measurement. I'd like to think that, I don't know what I like to think. There are no thoughts right now. Oh, what a coincidence that Rambo JD, I do not know how to say your name, but what a coincidence that you came right as this song was playing, considering you came during this song last time. What is my favorite show? There are many shows to consider. What kind of show are you talking about? Like anime or like live action show? Or like cartoon show? Because I have a list of or perhaps I will have a list. It depends on how empty my brain is after 2 seconds of thinking. It is a great song to wake up to. I think I would like to wake up to Machine Gun Fire. Actually, that sounds terrible. JK. Cartoon mostly. What cartoons have I watched? I quite like We Bare Bears. I watched that recently, so maybe I'm a bit biased. What other shows are there? I didn't really like watch a lot of shows in my childhood. Because my mom wanted me to learn Chinese. So like every time I watched something, she'd be like, you should watch something that's Chinese. Here, let me find you Frozen, but in Chinese, like dubbed in Chinese. So like the first time I watched Frozen, I watched it in Chinese, so that was great. But yes. Alyssa! Oh, I don't know how I forgot how they say it, but like it's very funny. Alright. There are no people chatting. Perhaps I've said words that have overloaded brains. Do you guys have any favorite shows? For cartoons, I should also mention Lackadaisy, although I'm sure I've mentioned that many times already. Your diploma. Oh. Bio. Steven Universe. I've heard many good things, but I have not watched it myself. Alright, I'm gonna stop playing this song after this one. Oh man. You like it despite its many flaws? Are you talking about biology or Steven Universe? Because if it's about biology, I would agree with you wholeheartedly. I think biology is a strange subject, except I cannot agree with you about the liking it part. Ah, Steven Universe. Alright. I have not heard of said flaws. Interesting. It goes for bio. Ah. I'd assume it'd be less of the liking it. Considering you're a CS kid. And who knows, biocomputing also exists. Man, I haven't taken a bio class in like 3 years. I do not remember any of that stuff. Like, I barely remember the word chromosomes. Ah. This game, or this song is from a game that I forgot the name of. I think it's called Night in the Woods. Yes, that is the name. Which I recommend less, but it's also quite interesting. Huh. Oh man. I mean, to be fair, I'm graduated, so, I don't know. It just seems like an important topic to mention. Oh no, this is folded the wrong way. I feel like now that I'm graduated, I have to let everyone know that it has happened. That school no longer has a hold over me. That I am now free. Except for college, that still exists. Oh, the darn pain. Have I talked about how bad my college is? Well, probably not, but I feel like talking about it. At least until someone interrupts me with a better topic to talk about. But like, my college is so bad that we have so many tasks to do over the summer. Like, I had to write 2 750-word essays. Like, one was a summary essay and one was an argumentative paper. And then they were like, in the rubric, they said, you cannot use the typical 5-paragraph structure. You must do something more creative. And I was like, what? That's the only thing I learned? What do you think high school was for? What do you expect me to do? Make stuff up? No way. So I made it 6 paragraphs. With 4 body paragraphs instead of 3. So I'm sure I'll do fine on that essay. Like, they said something about how they're gonna grade it and how, like, the result of it was gonna affect what classes I could take next year, but, like, I'm sure I'll do fine. And, for that essay, I actually turned that in late, but, I emailed them about it, and they seemed cool about it. And then I realized it's because that school is just full of procrastinators. Just everyone there. Like, they were supposed to send us, like, what house we were going to live in next year. Like, they were supposed to send it at, like, 12. And then they sent it at, like, 3 because I don't know why. But they were probably very behind on schedule. Yes. Maybe I should stop talking crap about the school. They're going to find my account and be like, so I see that you don't really like our school. In that case, we do not believe that you are the right fit for our college. So unfortunately, we will have to kick you out. I am very satisfied with the school I go to. It is a very good education. Yes. Alright, I think we're safe now. Oh, I think I also scared off Rambo. It was just too much school for him to handle. It was just like PTSD to him. Or them, I don't know. Ooh. Alright, I've really done like nothing this stream. There's just so much more to do. I think I folded, I can do basic math, 11 of these strips. And I still have to do 19 more. So fair. I've actually forgotten the conversation that just happened 2 minutes ago, so I don't know what you're talking about is fair, but yes. Probably is. Okay. Speaking of school, you should probably go. Yeah, alright. That sounds like a great idea. Thanks for coming. Bye. Okay. I feel like I should be quiet until like the person leaves. Oh, I'll just start talking now. I don't really know what to talk about anymore though. Alright, it's time to consult my list again. I think I've added some weird things to my list. One of which comes about one of the puzzle games I like to play, called like Water Sort, where you literally just sort water, which seems like the most useless task ever. And I agree, it is the most useless task ever. And then I played 6,000 levels of that. And then I finally deleted it today because I realized I should not be a slave of the system. And also because I ended up getting to a nice number of levels. And I didn't want to ruin that and have to work harder to find the next nice number. How is there still a concurrent viewer? Oh well. But yes. And then like that water sort game I play has a lot of ads. And then one of them was like an ad which linked me to like a WebMD website. And then I was like, sure, why not? Why don't I read this article? And it was like talking about like nail health. And there were a bunch of very strange photos that I wish to unsee. But then at the end, it was talking about like types of nail problems. I mean, go do your morning stuff. You do not have to keep replying. YouTube is just very stupid, and occasionally it tells me misinformation. Occasionally it misinforms me. I can English. So yes. But anyway, nails. And then like at the end of the article it was like, nails are not the only problem. And then it showed like a picture of hands and feet. And I was like, ah, there are also feet. That's part 2. Anyway, that was a joke I thought of with terrible delivery. So that's on my topics. What else is in my topics? I have on my topics. Talk about your topics. Alright, good to know, good to know. I am doing that right now. What other topics do I have? Alright, these are all lame topics. Why do I not have a good topic? Nails have dime fun moments in history. I'm trying to interpret that misspelled sentence, or maybe not misspelled. I've been creasing the same thing over and over again, just in confusion. They have some fun moments in history, perhaps. Speaking of history, my history professor is very interesting. Yes. I actually recorded one of his lectures, so maybe one of these streams will just not be me talking. Instead, I'll just play the lecture, and then I'll get copyrighted by my teacher or something, even though they don't do YouTube. Like, it'll show up in the recommendation or something, and they'll be like, huh, isn't that voice familiar? But anyways, my history professor, he speaks like he would be a streamer or something. He's like, alright, folks, what else does he say? Oh no, I have a quotes list. Let me find my quotes list. He goes like, cell phones, folks. Like, he'll be talking and then just randomly, like, it sounds like he has a soundboard, because he'll just cut in and be like, cell phones, folks. So, Frederick Douglass, we like Frederick Douglass, yes? Or something, I don't know. No? And his first name is Chad, so that automatically makes him a great professor. And when he starts, a British expedition to an island in the Pacific in the 18th century failed because the sailors started trading the nails holding the boat for favors. Interesting. Nails as in, like, the metal nails, I see. Unless the boat is held by fingernails. In which case, that would be very painful. You sound like a history buff. A European history buff? Or maybe just... The only history I know is, Frederick Douglass. Oh god. I have some weird, quotes by him. He's like, I like to do some raging. I'm gonna go raging in the streets. And then, his TA was like, what do you mean by raging? He's like, you rage. Like, I'm going to go jaywalking and raging in the streets. I am, not so proudly though. Being a history buff is very cool. Yeah. I've exhausted my papers. I'm gonna have to do more papers now. And I think my history professor would be so famous if he decided to stream. Maybe I should send him an email and recommend him to do that. Wait a minute, I should measure. He also had a funny bit about squatting. It was like, are you guys a fan of squatting? You know, I like to go to a house and squat when I'm free. And then we were all like, what? Like, normally his TA, like, knows all of his tricks. And he can remain relatively calm when he makes jokes. But then today he was just like, wait, what'd you say? And he's like, you know, squatting, like you find in an abandoned house. Your last one was just lazy in a cool way. Oh man, that sounds fun. Or maybe not fun if you're trying to learn stuff. But yes, teachers who give out answers are always great teachers. Professor Chad was kind of like that. He'd like hold reviews the day before the exam. But then he never gave good reviews. Like he'd be like, let me see. What happened to my stream? Did it end? Did it done goof? How likely are you to recommend this Windows PC to a friend or colleague? What? Wait, the stream is clearly live. Okay, YouTube just decided to die on me. But yes. Very interesting fellow And I've forgotten my train of thought, so we'll just end that thought right there. Train of thought, that is a good pun. Train puns. I shall make a list starting now. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Uh-oh. Yeah. Okay, I'm lagging so badly. Although I believe I am still alive, just really badly. Barely alive. Alright, it now says excellent connection. Alright, everything is fine. It is like that meme with that dog in the fire or something. Lag spike perhaps? Yeah, also probably because I'm on my laptop. And those are like toaster level. Yes. Teachers are very interesting. Surprisingly, I don't think I've ever had a bad history professor. Yeah, I've actually never had a bad history professor. That's surprising. I had one that kept making dolphin references. Gonna go for water, be right back. Alright. Alright, now it's the time for shenanigans. No one's watching. Oh, we're gonna go feral. I'm going to create so much property damage. It'll be insane. Everyone's going to, I'm gonna owe everyone so much money after this. In the short time when Rambo JD goes for water. Alright, I'll be honest, I'm not seeing a lot of property damage right now. So this is quite a letdown in myself. I'm very disappointed in myself right now. How many is this? Am I close? 2, 4, I can have 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Oh, we're only halfway there. Bro, I'm not finishing this stream. I was suddenly reminded of the fact that I had a reason for making this origami. Because I'm planning to give it to a friend. Because, giving them time is a very good idea. You've had bad teachers and bad classes. I've had bad teachers and classes, just not in history. What kind of classes though? I wonder if there are classes that are harder to mess up than others. Perhaps I should conduct a study. Or maybe just consult, rate my professor. speed running now. Gonna fold so fast. It'll look like I'm folding in ×2 speed. Alright, I'm not seeing a lot of ×2ing right now. If only I could just ×2 my life every so often. That'd be a cool superpower. Reminds me of this one webtoon about like skipping time or something. It's kind of a, if I remember correctly, it wasn't that good of a webtoon. Or maybe I just got confused. Yes. I would say there is, though it can also depend on how a teacher gives this class. This is also true. I think it's hard to mess up math. I'm gonna put that out there. Although I never paid attention to teachers teaching math, so I suppose they all mess up math. Although I also lied, I do pay attention to teachers that are good. So yeah, they can definitely mess up math. Actually, I think it's harder to not mess up than it is to mess up a class. So is there a class where it is very likely to mess up the class? I would like to say that history is a hard class to mess up, because you just teach the same thing every time, so you can just memorize your lectures eventually, and then at that point you'd get really good at teaching. You've had teachers that read stuff straight from the book and others who spend hours making their own exercises at home. And respect to the people that make their exercises at home. Although, I would say reading from the book is also admirable. Textbooks are so boring that like anyone that finishes them are quite impressive. Although I suppose it's in the job of a teacher to actually read the textbook, so. Okay, my YouTube refuses to work. Alright. We'll just have to deal with it. My iPad is open to physics homework. That's not correct. I had a really bad English professor. Although she was also memorable in her own way. Basically, she just never taught because she was retiring the next year. So that also wasted a year of my life. So that was not fun. But like, she spent like many classes just talking about like how to like cite sources, and how if you have a bad, she would always like talk about like, oh no, it freezed again. That is not good. See, nothing is showing up on my end, so like, do I believe that or do I not believe that? Perhaps I should check it out. Perhaps checking my own stream would be a good idea. Okay. Yes, it appears to be working. We'll just have to deal with it. I should also probably stop streaming at some point. It is quite late on my end. Alright. TY for coming. I will be ending stream. Bye. Maybe I will wait for the song to end. There are 33 seconds left. Hello, are you back? Have you been back for a long time? You sound like you've been back for a long time.
Just got back.
Ah.
Actually, left 10 minutes ago.
Alright. I forgot to mute my mic. That'd be, Alright, anyway, bye!